Hi, I'm going to take you through the exercises that are involved in our step or stepper calorie burn workout that we have for you. It consists of 14 exercises. I'll show you each of the exercises. You can work through these exercises with reps or you can do it with a timer. Either way, you're going to get a very effective high calorie burn workout, which we all love. So our first exercise is the step hop or bench hop. If you know these and you use a bench at the gym, we are going to be using the stepper for this exercise. And it looks like this for those of you who are not familiar with the bench hop. You get your stepper, the piece of equipment we're going to be using for this workout. For this, I have two risers on my step. You can add or take away as many risers as you're comfortable with. If you don't have a step piece of equipment, you can also do this on the floor easy enough. The step hop, I grab a hold of the front of the bench here with both hands, one on each side of the bench, and I start with my feet to one side, keeping my core nice and tight. I hop over from side to side. The next exercise is the incline crunch. I've put all my risers to one end of the step and have the top of the step at an incline. I am going to use the yoga mat on top of the stepper just to protect my back and spine a little bit as I'm doing these crunches. So laying the mat on top of the stepper, the step is at an incline. I reach behind me and grab the back of the step here and crunch my knees up to my chest. Slowly control that down and tap the heels at the bottom. Crunch up, control that down and tap the heel. Crunch and tap. Okay, our next exercise is the crossover hops. The key to this is to continue to stand parallel to your stepper the entire time. Because what we really want to engage here are your hamstrings and glutes. If we start to turn this way, it becomes more quad. If we continue to remain parallel to the stepper, then we're engaging our hamstring and glutes a lot more. So standing next to the stepper in slow motion, I cross over. Again, here's hamstring and glute. Drive up here and back. Still facing. Cross, drive, back. Okay, so you can speed that up. Out. Really connect mind to body here. Power up using your hamstring and glutes. For the single leg liftovers, I'm going to sit at the end of the bench. I have my feet touching the bench here with my legs bent to get in the starting position. Behind me, my arms are giving me support. I then extend my legs to one side of the bench, letting them hover. They're not on the ground. The modified version would be they're resting on the ground. Hover, one leg at a time, goes over that bench. Over, over. 1, 2, and my hands are behind me just for support. Try to get those legs up nice and high over that bench. Okay, our next exercise is the crossover hops. The key to this is to continue to stand parallel to your stepper the entire time. Because what we really want to engage here are your hamstrings and glutes. If we start to turn this way, it becomes more quad. If we continue to remain parallel to the stepper, then we're engaging our hamstring and glutes a lot more. So standing next to the stepper in slow motion, I cross over. Again, here's hamstring and glute. Drive up here and back. Still facing. Cross, drive, back. Okay, so you can speed that up. Out. power up using your hamstring and glutes. Straight leg toe touch. Again, I'm sitting at the end of the bench, but this time I am just resting my heels on the very end of this bench. For straight leg toe touch, I lay down, extend my hands over my head, reach up, touch those toes, and back. Reach up and back. Knee-ups are the next exercise. I have a plant leg on the step and one on the ground. I try to get into that starting lunge position and I drive that knee up while I pull my arms down and back. Drive up and down. You can control this by how quickly you bring that leg back and forth. For the reverse crunch, once again, I've laid my yoga mat on top of the step just to give my back a little protection. The step is still horizontal. I lay down on the step, grab the end just like I did for my incline crunch. This time my legs are straight. I lift up till they come to this 90-degree position here with my torso. Then I reach the flats of my feet up for the ceiling and lower my legs. 1, 2. 2 independent movements here. Don't let momentum do that for you. What we're looking for is a leg lift to 90, feet to the ceiling. 2 controlled movements there. Knee-ups are the next exercise. I have a plant leg on the step and one on the ground. I try to get into that starting lunge position and I drive that knee up while I pull my arms down and back. Drive up and down. You can control this by how quickly you bring that leg back and forth. Mountain climbers. Just as we do mountain climbers on the ground, with this workout we are going to have our hands up on the step. This is going to enable us to really draw those knees in and drive during the mountain climber. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I count every time I bring my right leg forward. Walking push-up. I start at one end of the bench, one hand on the bench, one hand on the floor. My body is in a nice plank position back here, tight core. With one hand on the floor, one on the step, I go down for a push up, keeping this nice plank position here. I walk across the step to the other side. Now the other hand is on the floor, this hand is on the step, and I push up. Walk over, nice plank position, tight core. Every time I do a push up, counts as 1. The squat tap down. This should get your heart rate going. I start with both feet straddling the step. I'm going to jump up on the step, and when I come back down, I go to a squat trying to touch the step. I'm in my old house basement, so I'm looking up to make sure I have clearance and I'm not going to whack my head on the ceiling as I go up. So it looks like this, the squat tap down. I jump up, tap down, up, up. Didn't hit my head. For the in and out crunch, I'm going to get in the same starting position as I did for the single leg liftovers. I'm at the end of the step, my feet are touching here at the end, and I support myself by putting my hands behind me here. I'm going to draw my knees in as tight as I can, extend to one side of the step, draw in, extend to the other. 1, 2 is the way I count these in and out crunches. Okay, our last exercise of this circuit is the uneven squat hops. Again, I made sure I have clearance here, so hopefully you don't see anything too catastrophic. I'm going to start on one side of the bench. 1 foot on, 1 foot off. with a squat. Remember, with the squat, hips hinge first and back, so that I am in a nice healthy position with my toe behind, my knee behind my toe rather. So I squat, hop forward, up and over. Now I'm on the other side. Squat, hop back, up and over. You can control the tempo of this, but every time you squat counts as one. That's it. The step calorie burning workout. You should really burn at least 100 calories a round with this one. I'm at 150 for one round. So work hard, get that heart rate up there, and you should really get a nice calorie burn with this workout. The beauty is, if you're short on time, go through it once. If you have more time, go through it 2 or 3 times. It's a fun workout. It's a little bit different, and you can do it at just about anywhere. Say goodbye, Augs. Have fun.